The family froze in disbelief when 6 playful puppies suddenly bowed before the quiet little baby, as if they sensed something far beyond human understanding. No one understood why the puppies, usually wild with energy, approached the baby slowly, lowering their heads as though greeting someone incredibly special. The house fell silent when the puppies gathered around the baby's cradle, their tiny bodies trembling slightly as if acknowledging a hidden presence. It started as an ordinary morning, until the puppies circled the baby, bowed in perfect harmony, and left the entire family stunned with fear and wonder. Everyone watched in shock as the playful pups softened instantly, lowering their heads toward the baby as though honoring someone they recognized deeply. The moment the baby opened her eyes, the puppies bowed before her, creating a scene so strange and pure that the family questioned everything they believed. Something unexplainable happened when the puppies approached the crib. Each one bowed gently, as if the tiny baby carried a power only they could feel. The family had seen the puppies behave wildly before, but this time they bowed before the baby, their eyes glowing with a respect no one could understand. What began as innocent play turned mysterious when the puppies gathered, bowed to the baby, and refused to lift their heads until she moved her tiny hand. The air changed instantly. 6 puppies approached the baby and bowed deeply, leaving the family speechless as an ancient calm filled the entire room. No one expected the puppies to stop, bow, and stay still before the baby, as if protecting a secret that only they and the silent infant shared. The mystery deepened when the puppies bowed to the baby with perfect calmness, behaving like loyal guardians who recognized a special presence in her. It was a peaceful morning filled with soft sunlight and quiet breaths. The baby rested on her fluffy blanket, wrapped in gentle dreams. 6 tiny puppies wandered around her, their paws tapping like raindrops. The family watched with warm smiles, unaware of what was coming. A sudden silence spread through the room, stopping the puppies mid-play. Their eyes slowly lifted, fixed on the baby with deep focus. It felt as if they sensed something humans could never see. One puppy stepped closer, lowering its small head in respect. Another followed, then the next, forming a circle around her. The room grew heavy with calm, almost sacred. The family's smiles faded, replaced by confusion and awe. Never had they witnessed animals behave with such grace. The puppy's wild energy vanished, replaced by gentle stillness. The air warmed, holding a soft glow around the baby. Her tiny chest rose with peaceful breaths, unaware of the moment. And then something unbelievable happened. All 6 puppies bowed at the same time. They held their heads low, bodies still, hearts quiet. Not a single bark echoed through the room. The moment felt ancient, like a ritual of loyalty, a silent tribute to someone they honored deeply. The family stood motionless, breath caught in their throats. Something sacred was unfolding before their eyes. No one knew why it was happening. But soon, everything would become clear. The family stepped closer, but the puppies didn't react. It felt as though an invisible circle of peace surrounded the baby. The mother whispered softly, fear trembling in her voice. The father stared, unable to find words for what he saw. The baby gazed around calmly, untouched by the tension. One puppy gently touched its nose near her tiny hand. Another placed its small paw softly on her blanket. The room glowed with a strange, warm softness. There was no barking, No movement, only stillness. Even the walls seemed to be holding their breath. The grandmother believed it was a blessing. The grandfather believed it was something deeper. Animals never behave this way without reason. Each second felt heavy with meaning. The baby smiled faintly, deepening the puppy's bow. A tiny breeze slipped through the room without a window open. The air felt different, charged with quiet emotion. Something unseen surrounded the baby, something only the puppies understood clearly, a connection older than instinct and stronger than fear. The family was torn between worry and wonder. Was this a sign, a message, a miracle? No one dared interrupt the sacred stillness. Whatever it was real, and the truth was waiting to reveal itself. When the baby lifted her tiny hand, the puppies reacted instantly. They raised their heads slightly but kept their bodies low. Their eyes sparkled with devotion, not fear. The black puppy stepped forward, nudging her gently. The golden ones followed, forming a protective curve. It felt as if they had chosen her as their leader, or perhaps as someone precious to guard. The family exchanged nervous glances. Questions hung thick in the air. The puppies' hearts beat in perfect rhythm. Their tails lay still, not wagging. Something inside them had changed. A realization touched them all at once. The baby giggled softly, unaware of the weight of the moment. One puppy lay its head on her small shoulder. Another curled beside her, belly flat on the ground. Their loyalty was pure, instinctive, unforced. They treated her like someone important, someone they were meant to protect. The father filmed the scene, knowing it was rare, but no video could capture the truth behind the moment. The puppies weren't behaving strangely. They were responding to something unseen, something wrapped around the baby like a glowing halo, something the family would soon understand. Later that day, the family took the baby for a routine checkup. The doctor noticed something unusual the moment he examined her. Her heartbeat was calm yet unbelievably strong for her age. Her temperature normal, but her skin glowed with warmth. The doctor leaned in closer, puzzled. He asked softly if animals behaved strangely around her. The family described the puppies bowing in unison. Recognition filled the doctor's eyes. Some babies, he explained, were born with heightened emotional fields. Animals sense their energy stronger than humans. The family listened in stunned silence. Their baby carried a calming energy, rare and powerful. Animals reacted by submitting or protecting. The mother gasped, remembering every detail of the morning. The father felt chills run down his spine. The doctor smiled gently, reassuring them. Their daughter was not in danger. She was extraordinary. Relief washed over the family like a warm wave. Suddenly, everything made sense. The puppy's bowing was not strange. It was recognition of her rare energy, a silent honor from the purest hearts. Tears filled their eyes as the truth settled. Their baby wasn't ordinary, and the puppies had known it before anyone else. When they returned home, the puppies rushed toward the baby. They circled her gently, bowing again, this time with joy. The baby giggled as she touched their soft heads. The puppies wagged their tails softly, careful and gentle. Warmth filled the room like a soft blanket. A bond had formed silently and powerfully. The puppies stayed by her side everywhere she went. They slept around her crib like tiny guardians. Their breathing matched hers, peaceful and slow. They played carefully, never scratching her delicate skin. As days passed, their bond only grew deeper. Visitors were amazed at how they behaved around her. The family never fully explained the truth. Some things were too beautiful for words. The baby's presence calmed every puppy. Their love surrounded her like protective wings. Their connection broke every rule of nature. It was beyond logic, beyond science. It was a story of pure hearts finding each other. A reminder that innocence recognizes innocence. Love recognizes love. Purity bows before purity. That morning, the puppies bowed for a reason. They saw someone unforgettable. Someone destined to change their world forever. The days that followed felt magical in ways the family never expected. The baby's soft laughter filled the house like music the puppies adored. They followed her tiny hands as if her touch carried warmth they needed. Every morning they greeted her with gentle bows and quiet devotion. The family watched a bond forming that felt older than time itself. The baby reached out to them with pure innocence in her bright eyes. The puppies responded with soft nudges full of love and respect. It was as though they understood her heart better than anyone else. She giggled when they curled beside her, tiny bodies warm and gentle. Their presence made her calmer, quieter, more at peace. Even the mother felt something different when the baby held a puppy. The air around them softened, filled with tenderness and trust. Their connection was not taught. It was born in that very moment. Visitors were stunned, watching the puppies behave like wise protectors. No training could have created such loyalty, such synchronized care. The baby glowed with happiness whenever she was near them. Her smiles seemed to brighten the room enough to make shadows fade. The puppies sensed her joy and mirrored it with gentle affection. Their loyalty deepened with every shared breath and heartbeat. Something sacred passed between them in those quiet moments. A silent promise that they would protect her always. The family realized this was not just companionship. It was destiny weaving heart to heart, a bond blessed with purity, a love that would never fade. One afternoon, the family watched something that confirmed everything. The baby sat on a soft rug, playing with a small rattle in her hand. The puppies gathered around her, forming a loose circle once again. She lifted the rattle, and they lifted their heads in perfect harmony. She lowered it, and they bowed instinctively, just like the first day. A wave of chills ran through the family, watching the pattern repeat. It wasn't random. It was a response to her energy. They understood her gestures before she understood them herself. It felt like communication without words, pure and instinctive. The baby laughed, delighted by the soft attention around her. The puppies wagged their tails in quiet rhythm, matching her joy. The grandmother whispered that the baby carried an old soul. The father believed she had a gift that touched pure hearts. The mother simply stared, overflowing with emotion. Every part of the room felt heavy with peaceful magic. Even the sunlight seemed to shift gently around the group. They watched as the puppies bowed once more, slowly and deeply. It no longer felt mysterious. It felt meaningful. The baby's presence soothed their wild instincts instantly. She was the center of their world, and they knew it. The family finally accepted the truth in their hearts. The puppies weren't just pets anymore. They were chosen protectors, guardians of innocence, and the baby was their light. As the baby grew, her calming aura grew stronger with her. The puppies sensed every emotion she felt: joy, fear, wonder. When she was happy, they danced around her with gentle excitement. When she was sad, they huddled close, offering silent comfort. Even storms outside calmed when she held a puppy in her arms. The family noticed how animals outside reacted to her too. Birds perched closer to the window when she laughed. The neighbor's dog stopped barking whenever she appeared. Even butterflies fluttered near her stroller on quiet walks. It was as if nature itself recognized something ancient within her, a peaceful energy that radiated without effort, a gift she carried unknowingly, beautifully, effortlessly. The puppies stayed beside her, understanding her better than anyone. They felt her heartbeat, her breath, her innocence. She didn't know how powerful her presence truly was. She only knew that her tiny friends loved her unconditionally. They protected her without hesitation or fear. She smiled at them, unaware of their silent devotion. The family watched in awe at the purity surrounding her life. Their home felt safer, softer, blessed by moments like these. The puppies and the baby grew together like intertwined souls. Their bond became the heart of the family's story, a secret gift that shaped their world without words, a love that touched every heart that saw it, and a blessing the baby carried long before she could speak. One evening, something unexpected happened that tested their bond. A loud crash echoed from the hallway, startling the entire house. The baby flinched, eyes widening in sudden fear. Before she could cry, all 6 puppies rushed toward her. They formed a protective wall around her tiny body instantly. Heads lowered, bodies tense, they faced the unknown threat. The mother ran in, heart pounding, to find the fallen lamp. Relief washed over her, but the puppies stayed alert. They refused to move until they sensed the baby was calm again. Their instincts had taken over without hesitation. The family realized this wasn't normal puppy behavior. This was devotion deeper than thought or training. The baby reached out with trembling hands. The puppies softened instantly, pressing close to comfort her. Their bodies became warm shields of reassurance. Her fear melted in seconds under their calming presence. The family felt tears rise at the powerful moment. No one had to teach them loyalty. It came naturally. Their connection was not just emotional, it was protective, fierce, and unbreakable. The puppies had shown their true hearts that night, hearts that beat for her safety, hearts bound to her forever, and hearts that would bow again and again for the child they adored. Years later, the story became a cherished memory in the family. The baby, now bigger, still carried that calming glow. The puppies, grown strong, remained gentle whenever she was near. They remembered the bond that began on that unforgettable morning. The family often spoke about the day the puppies bowed, a moment that changed their lives, their beliefs, their hearts. Visitors would stare in wonder when they heard the story. Some believed it was intuition. Others thought it was destiny. But the family knew it was something more, a miracle shaped by innocence and pure love. The child still walked with a gentle presence. Animals adored birds still perched near her, and pets relaxed beside her effortlessly. Her laughter still brought peace wherever it echoed. The puppies, now loyal companions, followed her with quiet pride. Their devotion never faded, not even for a moment. The family kept the memory alive through stories and photographs, especially the picture of the puppies bowing to the baby, a reminder of the magic hidden in everyday moments. a reminder that pure hearts recognize each other instantly. Life had given them a miracle the day those puppies bowed, a miracle wrapped in innocence and tiny breaths, a miracle they would remember for the rest of their lives. The world often forgets the power of gentle souls, but this family never did, because they had witnessed a love that was nothing less than extraordinary.